Yo, what's up guys? My name is Sansworld and it's been so long since we've been this close together. I can smell you. But anyways, today we are going to be talking about presets, which is a big debatable topic, and it still puzzles me today that people are still fighting like, oh, if using presets it's cheating, using the same button is cheating, and all this bullshit. So today I'm going to talk to you guys man to man, producer to producer, Ableton user to Logic, FL Studio user. Today I'm gonna give you guys my opinion on what I think about presets. This is gonna be from my point of view as a sound designer and as a producer. So take it with a grain of salt and let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and let's get started with the video. Alright guys, so let me get this straight out of the way. Using presets is not a bad thing. When producers come to make music, some producers are going to come with the ability to make their own melody. Some producers are going to come with the ability to, make sexy ass synths in Silent One and Serum, whatever. Some producers will come in with knowing how to mix and master. No producer is going to be perfect. There's always stuff to learn out there, and there's always someone that's going to do it better than you. So one of the things that people always say is that using presets is cheating because you're not making them yourself. But in reality, presets are there to help you out with an idea. And I'll be honest with you guys, whenever I start an idea, if I have a sound in my head that I can't really know what it is, I'll start browsing through sound banks that I own. It could be Inspire or Serum, and that gets my buttons rolling. I'll come across a sound that someone else made and it will totally inspire me to create this new song. Now the cool thing about using presets is that you save a lot of time. Sometimes people go in saying I'm gonna make my own sound and they don't even know what they're gonna make. So using presets definitely guides you in a way. You can always tweak them later and you can always make your own version of it. Now the second thing about using presets that's good is that when you use presets, you're pretty much learning how to make a sound if you pay attention to all the little details. What I mean by this is, let's say I make a sound, like back then I think I made this sound which was the tremor lead, and that's one of the videos that got like 200,000 views that someone else used, but pretty much no one knew how to make that lead. And I was the only one that knew how to make it. So if these people were to download that preset and they were to put it in Silent One of the things that would occur is, one, yes, you'll have access to the sound, but the next thing that would occur is that you would have access to the programming. So pretty much you would have the instructions on how to make it based on what I shifted and what I moved. So one of the cool things about presets is that one of the things that I do is whenever there's a sound that I hear in a demo or something, or there's a sound that's really cool that I don't know how to make, and I hear it in another person's sound bank, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fork up the $20. Pretty much I know the 20, I'm gonna have access to the sound banks that they're providing the sounds, but at the same time I'm gonna have access to the sounds that they created, the programming, and I'm gonna be able to learn from it. And that's one of the ways I learned sound design, was pretty much doing that, buying other people's sound banks and pretty much reverse engineering them, which means I would turn the knobs and I'll be, okay, so this is what creates this effect. How do I create this really punchy effect? Oh, that's the envelope. If I take it off, it's no longer there. So slowly I started learning sound design to the point where I was like, okay, I can make these sounds by myself. And regularly, they'll come like a sound bank where someone makes a sound, I'm like, holy fucking shit, no way they made that in insert synth here. So now on to the bad things. The bad things about using presets is, of course, that you're not gonna be pretty much making your own sounds. That's the first bad thing. The second bad thing is that everyone that purchases the sound bank will have access to those sounds, so anyone can just go and say, oh, he got it from this pack, so I'm gonna get it from this pack and use the sound. You're not gonna have exclusivity to it, let's just put it that way, if you don't make it yourself and tell no one your secret on how you made that lead. The third bad thing about it is that some people categorize it as lazy because you're not making your own sounds, and yes, it is kind of like you're not learning sound design, but at the same time it's saving you a lot of time. So there is a double-edged sword with that one. Now guys, using presets, it's totally up to you. If you use presets, don't even let people bother you whenever they comment like, oh, people use presets, they're no good producers, they're little wannabes, blah blah. Don't let them bother you. I make sounds. I have 100 videos that prove that I make sounds, that I know how to make sounds, and I still use presets now and then whenever I'm working on music, because instead of me focusing on making a sound for an hour, I can focus out on making a melody, and I can focus on the sound design of it later on. And even then, if the preset I used to start with was already good to begin with, why am I going to go through the trouble of changing it up and possibly ruining my whole idea just because some kid on the internet is saying that presets are bad and that's cheating? Anyways guys, hopefully this video was kind of helpful. Hopefully it guides you, some of you guys, in the right direction, because I know stuff that people say sometimes influences the way we work. And one of the things that I remember back in the day was when people would say, oh, if you're not making your own presets, that's considered cheating, and it would kill me because then I would start making tracks that had really good melodies, that had really good potential, but then it would get ruined because I would try to make my own sounds, which were sucky. Anyways guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. I am a little bit sweaty because I am in the dungeon right now. I don't have the air conditioner on, so don't comment about my sweaty forehead. Comment about my sick sound design skills. Anyways guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.